I'm not saying that he most definitely wants me to lock him up, but I think he wants me to lock him up in my basement. He wants me to lock him up in my basement. Le French! Yeah, he wants to be part of the space station, but he was DMing me. He was like, Skew, I know that I said I don't want to be in the basement, but I really think that you should practice your shibari on me. And I'm willing just so that you can learn. Yeah, next to Parrot the Onaho. Yeah. One wants to be tied up. The other wants me to use him as a glove. As a puppet. Okay, this is cope now. No. It's true. It's true. Yeah, yeah. Look at handsome man. The bald spot is perfect. Why? Tell me, okay. Why is it that where you become bald, it becomes shiny? Why is he not shiny here? Why is he shiny over there? Why so shiny? Because of the shape? It's so round. I like it. You know what this is? This is like a bus stop. When you stop at the bus stop, and like you have a little roof above you, but there is like no wall from the front. You just step under it and there is like, it's like a little umbrella. That's what it is. It's beautiful.
Jiang Kui He, a Chinese scientist who had created a genetically modified baby, breaking every ethical law regarding...
Wait, I thought this is about the horse game. What? How is, what?
Regarding genetic research and being sentenced to jail for 3 years.
Oh, holy combover. Holy combover. No, dude, just, you gotta let it go. This man genetically altered babies and he couldn't grow his hairline back? Are you joking? What the fuck? Like, his priorities are so skewed. Just use some minoxidil or something. Oh my god.
Back in 2019. After being released, he would somewhat disappear for a while until he got access to social media, most namely Twitter. And in classic supervillain fashion, he would tweet out, "Every pioneer or prophet must suffer."
I like the attitude. I like him.
He can grow the sk for real. Give him the funds.
What the fuck? Bro, he looks... He looks so sharp. He looks like he's ready. He looks like he's on his Lex Luthor arc. And he's going to do things.
While staring intently at the camera. All while continuing his genetic research like nothing had happened. This would of course make him go viral. But what were people's reactions here? Were they shocked? Were they outraged? Were they scared? No. They kept spamming him, pestering him even, with one request.
Please, tell us how to grow back our hairline. Please, Mr. Jiang Kui. Please, we need the hairline. Please.
Eventually, there will be so many people requesting the same thing that he had to make an entire post responding to it, saying, "Stop asking for cat girls. I'm trying to cure disease."
Oh man, he was the chosen one. This is why we can't have nice things. Even Elon promised us freaking cat girls, and all we got is like the chick from Death Note. Not even a cat girl. Disappointing.
This dude was sentenced to jail for creating genetically modified babies and forging the ethical paperwork. But the only thing people were concerned with was cat girls. Yeah, I mean, it comes as no surprise, guys. Anime girls have taken over the world. But look,
I don't mean to be like that, but I'm somewhat of a cat girl myself. So he's just gatekeeping us, you know? There's not many of us, and he's just gatekeeping.
If the movie Ratatouille has taught me anything in life, it's that things are better when combined together. And so some of the most intelligent people on planet Earth saw cats and thought, wow, this is really...
That's me. If you're like, Skew, when are you going to do like a face reveal? This is it. You see this beautiful... That's a beautiful cat. That is actually a very beautiful, romantic looking anime protagonist cat. I can see that. Isn't that a beautiful cat? It's a beautiful cat. It's very, very, very feminine, almost, you know? This is my face reveal. You're a beautiful cat. Ah, thank you.
Really cute and adorable, like anime girls. Why don't we combine them and create cat girls. The result?
This is probably the worst fucking example of a cat girl. I can't believe that there's not just like a nude picture of me here. I am absolutely gonna tie up Mujin for this. I am a perfect picture. He could have put me here. I am a cat female. And he put, I don't even know what this is.
This cat has a singular brain cell behind its eyes and it's not present at the moment. It left to get milk.
Nah. Asubinu Ikuyo. Is it lewd? Dude, the graphics is skewing me off. It's something. It should have been me. Wait, hold up. They have 4 fucking gears. Oh my god, that's fucked up. Oh, I don't like that. Dude, so if you wanna whisper sweet nothings into their ears, do you do it above or below? Or do you just like do it both? Or how do you do it? Is it just all of them? Or if they have to listen to music, can they just like put like earbuds over here and they talk like on TeamSpeak or Discord and here they listen to music? Or how does this work? These are the hard-hitting questions that I have to know. Multitasking?
A massive success. This, of course, made even more people think, until a particular group of people came up with a very interesting idea. They thought, well, look, humans...
Oh my god, now he's bringing out my baby pictures. I can't believe it. Just like that, doxing, live 4K. He's unwilling to use a nice picture of me to feature, but he brings out... Which one is me? Which one looks the most confused to be there? That one is probably me. I would say it's either maybe this one or this one. Whichever is the most the third one? Really? That's the most confusing?
Love cats, right? I'm sure they love dogs too, but what's one animal that's been with us since the beginning?
Fishes. Yeah. Fishes. Fish girls. I want rats. No, fishes. Insects, wolf, do not the fish. I want a fish VTuber where the upper half is a fish and the lower half is a sexy lady. That's what I want. Monkey? Mr. Sakana?
Animal humans share a very important bond with. Horses. So listen.
I don't know, man. Horses kind of freak me out. They are just so big and they stand while they are asleep. It's not normal. Why don't they lay down? Like, why the fuck would you stand? There's no fucking way it's more comfortable. Why?
Listen to this genius idea, right? What if we took anime girls and gave them horse ears and horse tails? Then we would put all the...
Okay, can I say something that you guys will not be happy for? But I must say it. I have been holding onto it for so fucking long. So, because I get it that they are horse girls, right? But like, the ear looks almost like a cat or whatever ear. But the tail, it looks like hair. Like, from her head, right? And every time I look at it, I cannot not think it's just her ass hair grew so long that it just like... It's long, and she put a ribbon on it. That's how it looks like. It's just a gigantic ass hair, but like better maintained, and it just slips under the skirt. Yeah, you're welcome. That's my opinion on it.
Tails. Then we would put all these cute anime horse girls together on a track and have them race, just like horses do during horse races. But get this, okay? Things don't end.
It's called ponytail for a reason. Is that why you guys call that hairstyle a ponytail? Because of the goddamn horses? Oh my god. Really? I never thought about it. Oh, that makes so much sense. Oh my god. That makes so much sense. What the fuck? That's crazy, dude. I never thought about it. I mean, I guess. I guess. What about the pigtails? Which one is the pigtail? Is it when you have it like 2 to the side? That's not how a pigtail looks like. What's up with that? That makes sense too. Why? How does that pigtail is like a spring? Yeah, but like that's like when you separate it to the side. What is it called in my language? I actually have no idea. You just, how do you call it? Just topf? Felkötöd hajad topfa? Nem tudom? Question mark? I don't know. I don't think we have the horse business in my language in it.
Here, because these horse girls are living a double.
Do we? Listen, as a backup Hungarian, do we? Lófarok? My mother did not call my hair that. That sounds dirty. Ah, hell no. My mom always called it a top. Hell no. No, 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 I don't think so. I did not have a lófarok. Bro, that's like a horse dick. Guys, let me just tie up your hair into a horse dick, my child. Yeah, I don't think so.
Life. When they're not racing on the horse track, they're idols, dancing and singing in top-tier performances to a massive audience. Sounds absolutely insane, right? I mean, seriously, horse girls, anime horse girls racing on a track. You've got to be...
You know what I want? I realized it. I was thinking about what other franchise you could make it that's something that is active. Formula 1. You take the Formula 1 cars and make anime girls out of it, and plus the idol thing. Yeah. I need it. I need that. With the what do you mean, why? It would be like Ferrari-chan and McLaren-chan. You know? It would be so cool. It's like, oh my god, Niki Lauda-kun, don't come inside me. Ah! Oh my god, it could be like a mecha anime. Ooh, that would be cool.
Shitting me, man. The concept of gacha games is already niche. And horse girls in a gacha game, you won't find anyone to play this. Nope, I was severely wrong. Look at this chart just on Steam with a peak of 87,000 people playing at the same time.
Oh my god, dude. Ubisoft and Assassin's Creed and like every DEI game is just crying and sobbing into their pillow. Concord lived with like 50 people for like 2 weeks. Meanwhile, girls and horses. And the best thing about this, the best fucking thing about it is that it's a wholesome game. It's not like Nika. There's no jiggle. There is no whatever. Oh my god, the Nika summer skins are so good. Jesus Christ. There is nothing. It's literally just girls running, singing. Feed me grass. There is a jiggle. Okay, well, it's, you know what I mean.
That's not all though. The game hasn't even been out for 1 month globally and has already reached over 1 million downloads on the Google Play Store. Still not surprised? The game has gotten so popular on Steam that it has beaten every single game on
The boys are not playing Counter-Strike. They are playing Musume Pretty Derby. It's like, dude, do you want to play CS2? Nah, I'm busy. Boots up Musume. Da-da-da.
On the platform to claim the #1 spot for most downloaded games in this current period.
Amazing.
Now you might be thinking, okay, fine, maybe it's like this mass hysteria going on. Maybe this concept is so ridiculous people downloaded it, but then realized, it's not really for me, right? Look at these reviews. 94% very positive with almost
14,742. Look at that. Hot diggity damn.
15,000 reviews on Steam. This game didn't just get downloaded a lot, it's now critically acclaimed.
Crazy.
But if you're still somehow not shocked yet,
is it a good game? Is it good? I put it into my library, but I didn't dare to launch it yet. I'm afraid that if it's good, then it will suck me in. Scoot will succumb to it. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm afraid. I refuse to touch that. What? But it's cute horses horsing around horsily. It's a gacha. That's why I'm afraid of. But Nikkei is a gacha too, and Nikkei is so good.
yet, well, get this. Gacha games are typically liked by...
Oh, hey, that's you. Look, he has your hairline. Look at that. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. That's you. Finally, some representation. That's you.
Very specific demographic, young adults who usually love anime. When it came to this horse girl gacha racing game though, it reached children, their parents, and their grandparents.
Not grandma.
Doing the impossible and targeting every single conceivable demographic. Guys, it doesn't matter where you go. The metro, the airport, your office, you will most likely see someone.
Why is her leg so spread? Besides the point, Scoop. Focus. Horses.
On playing this on their phone.
Horses.
I say this with no exaggeration. Musume Pretty Derby has taken over the planet. And I haven't seen a gacha game do this since Genshin Impact back during the pandemic. But if this still doesn't shock you for whatever reason...
You know what I miss? The pandemic reminded me. I miss Pokemon Go. I miss it when people were so dumb that they didn't even look around. They were chasing the Pokemon and they almost got hit by a car. That was so much fucking fun. Holy shit. Every time you hear no news and it's just like, children on the road, they're not looking around. We can't drive. And everybody's just like, oh my god. Yeah, it was crazy. I remember when people had like this meta that they were driving in an Uber car, circle and circle, to grind the Pokemons faster, like cheating. I was like, oh my god. Crazy.
Then get ready to get sucker punched in the face, because that's exactly what happened to me when I started seeing headlines like this. Musume developer Cygames is a title sponsor for Grand Prix de Paris, a prestigious horse racing event founded in 1863. An event being held for almost 2 centuries. And their logo just happens to be on an image of an anime girl that is also a horse.
That's so
what
based.
The fuck is going on?
That's so fucking based. Oh my god. Okay, I am all for this. I will allow Japan to take over. Okay, I'm putting it down now. I think we had more than enough influence from America, United States. Sorry, I'm not gonna bash on like the guys from Brazil and whatnot. From the United States. No, you know what? I will be even more precise. From California. Okay, the world had too much effect because of California. I am done with it. I think we have to still push that right into into the water. We forget about it and we let Japan wash over us. Okay, we will be healthier. We will be more weep.
I remember I
fun?
went to Mexico to visit family and played Pokemon Go while there. Almost walked into a bank robbery like a dumbass.
I'm still waiting for it to break up the US. Please. I guarantee you, your country would be so much better. You don't need that much states. I will peel that star off of the flag. It will be fine. Rishoujo was in California. What other reason do you still need? Wake up, sheeple. California needs to go.
And how did we get here? Well, none of it was straightforward, and this game almost failed to release. Musume Pretty Derby has a somewhat chaotic but also very interesting history, and seeing how it's practically dominated the world, I figured we need to talk about it, so let's do this.
Let's talk about
Man,
it.
Horses are such silly animals, but you know what other animals I like? Warships, warplanes, and war tanks, baby. And the best part about this is that I can find
Wait a second, those are not animals.
all these vehicles and 2,500 other variations in War Thunder, a vehicle combat game so comprehensive in details that it has over 70 million players.
Is this how War Thunder, like you guys have the biggest fucking boner for War Thunder? Is this how the gameplay looks like?
On all platforms, including PC, consoles, and mobile devices.
No?
These vehicles are as detailed as possible, and they span multiple eras. You can then customize these vehicles to your liking. This
Okay, but can I make it cute? Can I make it like pink or
leads
something?
us to my favorite thing about War Thunder, the fact that there are no simple hitboxes. Every vehicle has engines, fuel tanks, weapons, and crew. That's the level of detail we're dealing with here. But wait, it gets better, because if you're a new player or a returning player who hasn't played
Is this also a gacha game? Is War Thunder a gacha? I'm sure that if it's free to play, there is some sort of monetization put into it. No? Get a War Thunder sponsor? Bro, I'm gonna ask Mythic about it. Mythic, can you hit me up with War Thunder?
The game in over 6 months, you get free premium vehicles, 100,000 silver lions, 7 days of premium account, and much more available for PC and consoles. So if you're interested, make sure to get the game for free by clicking the link in the description or the pinned comment. Thank you so much, War Thunder, for sponsoring this video. Alright guys, by now, you know the drill. To really understand the significance of all this, we need context. And in this
God, I'm sorry, side tangent. I just looked at it and I was like, I love Japanese culture and like how different it is from like all Western things and how the art developed differently, the letters, the food, and basically everything. And I'm so mad that Western society is like getting rid of all of the cultural things we have, and then retards come in and say that the white man has no culture. We do. We are just giving up on it because we try to meld with other people and then we are not keeping it. Oh man, the Asians are so right for keeping it. The Japanese, the Korean, they're not bending the knee. I'm sorry, I'm angry about it.
In this case, it's going to be a little history lesson. And we're going all the way back to the year 1603, the beginning of the Tokugawa period, otherwise known as the Edo period. This period would be the most traditional period in Japan, mostly because it would be incredible.
Okay, but where is the black samurai? Where is Yasuke? I mean, what do you mean that you don't have Yasuke on the picture? He was in Assassin's Creed, so he must be true, right? Right over there? Where? I mean, you know, where is he? I don't see him. What the fuck? Kinda mean. He's already over the wall. Oh, okay, because he's the very best samurai. He's already fast. You're right. Must be true. He's already ahead of the curve. Look at these. They are just like being slow and everything.
Incredibly isolated from the rest of the world. The people in power at the time feared outside influence. In fact, their biggest fear was Christianity.
The dog looks so retarded. I love that picture. Oh my god. What's up with the spine? It's so curvy? Question mark? Oh my god, that's beautiful. It's just like, wee, I am a Renaissance dog and I am happy so much that I have scoliosis.
You'd have missionaries from European countries come in to spread the gospel, and people were converting fast. The Japanese leaders saw this as a way for Europe to slowly take control of Japan, so they took extreme measures. They completely locked down the country except for a select few traders who only had access to specific ports. Japanese people were not allowed to leave Japan, and if they did, they wouldn't be allowed back. And more importantly, Christianity was outlawed. The shogun
Dang, the Christian fellas.
took extreme measures and massacred over 37,000 Japanese Christians, making it go almost extinct in Japan and ruling for over 2 centuries.
But that's not
this
very
would all change in 1868, when the Tokugawa shogunate would lose its power and the Meiji Restoration would take its place. One could say that this period was the opposite of the Tokugawa shogunate.
Bro, how the fuck did they have uniform mustaches? All of them have the same mustache. Was that like the beauty standard back then? To have like the Damn. Can you imagine if this would be the beauty standard now and you would have to rock a mustache like that? That was the meta. It really rizzed up the girls. They were like, you can't see it because I have 5 layers of skirt, but I am dribbling. The first time I saw his mustache, I became wetter than a tofu I just ate for breakfast.
Military rule, completely opening up the country, technologically advancing very quickly, and fully embracing the idea of an industrialized nation that can compete with Europe and North America. That way, they don't face the threat of colonization. During this new era, you'd start seeing more foreigners in Japan, like British and Americans, specifically around port towns. Their numbers would start becoming significant to the point where they'd start having their own communities built around those port towns. This is where, to kill time, Westerners would start playing the sports they knew, like rugby, cricket, and of course, baseball, which is now the most popular sport in Japan today.
That's so funny that actually baseball became so fucking popular in Japan. It's almost borderline more famous in Japan than in America. That's fucking crazy. Every time I hear any news about baseball, it's always about Japanese baseball. It is now. It's crazy. Because it's a perfect game. Is it? I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think I actually ever watched a proper match, like from beginning to end. So I have a very vague understanding of the rules. But it does look fun. I know they run a lot.
Dang. But according to the 500-page book titled Routledge Companion to Sports History, which outlines the origins of sports all around the world, horse racing in Japan was introduced as early as 1862 by those same Westerners. And within just 8 years, the first jockey club in Kobe was formed in 1870. You see, the Japanese, much like the rest of the world, also had a special connection to horses. They also loved the idea of entertainment. So they latched onto the sport very quickly, as you can see from this old drawing. Japanese people are on their horses about to race, but the people organizing...
Can I point out that you guys almost lucked out? If you would have been born in the 1860s, then receding hairline would have been very popular and you would be extremely attractive to many, many women. I'm just saying, like, look at the haircuts. It would have been perfect.
Can be seen on the left here, and they're foreigners, they're Westerners. Today, it's seen as a prestigious sport, with the Japan Cup having some of the highest prize pools on the planet, and the Japanese taking the sport very seriously, wanting to compete on even footing with foreign horses.
You know, I think I would love to watch horse racing. I think that must be fun. Always watching, like, as the laps go, like, who is gaining advantage and whatnot. There must be some sort of min-maxing strategy on it. I just wouldn't be able to getting into betting because I have, like, the worst luck ever. And I would always lose. I guarantee I would always lose. That's why, for me, no gambling, no casinos, no betting. I only do gacha on stream because the streamer RNG helps me out. Otherwise, I'm just like a black hole of bad luck.
Right now, the prize pool for the Japan Cup is about $8.3 million, with first place claiming $3.8 million. And even though horse racing was seen as such an important sport in Japan, there was a problem. Interest was kind of waning. When you go to a horse track, you'd mostly see men who are in the older demographics. You wouldn't see teenagers, young adults, kids, or even women that much. In a way, if things kept going this...
Women belong to the kitchen, that's why. They are preparing the horses for dinner after they don't win. You didn't win, dinner goes to the women. Based? Yeah. There is a woman in the picture. Are you banking on the blonde one? She might be. I only see the forehead, but she's not receding, so it could be. Oh, you mean like this one? Oh, I found another one. Oh, two females. You're right. She is. Yeah. No. Sorry. I had my blonde radar in. You know. I was like, that must be a female. I smelt her.
This way, then the sport would have probably died out in a couple of generations. It was simply seen as too old-fashioned. But all of this would change when a particular studio came up with a ridiculous idea. An idea, actually, that almost ruined their company's reputation and potentially could have bankrupted them. I'm of course talking about Musume Pretty Derby. Cyber Agent is a Japanese company that was founded in 1998. They started out as a digital advertising company, but in 2011 they decided to expand in the ever-growing video game market. This is when they would create Cygames, a video game development studio. Cyber Agent would own the majority of the shares of Cygames, but sell a few to other companies, like for example Nintendo, who owns 5% of Cygames. They would go on to create some pretty well-received...
Oh, I remember Shadowverse, bro. What happened to that? Oh my god, I remember that. That was like everyone and their mother's game for a while.
Received games like Shadowverse, a digital collectible card game, and of course, Grand Blue Fantasy.
Oh my god, I used to play Grand Blue. Do you know why I quit Grand Blue? I have a very superficial reason for it. It's like the art style wasn't it for me. Like, I think later they picked it up. It was like getting better, but like at the very beginning, none of the women were too bangable. Like then they started to give a little bit of fan service and I was like, yeah, but then I was like, yeah.
was critically acclaimed. But
Cran Blue had the best armpits. Debatable.
arguably, Cygames' most important game would end up being one of the first ones they'd ever release in 2011, titled The Idolmaster Cinderella Girls. This game would be a part of the massive franchise known as The Idolmaster, owned by Bandai Namco, with the first ever game coming out in 2005. Many games for this franchise would release, and in 2011, that's when Cygames would release The Idolmaster Cinderella Girls. They made this on behalf of Bandai Namco. What was special about this game is that it was made for mobile phones. Back in 2011, Namco was seeing the rise of mobile games, and so that's when they asked Cygames to help. The premise was simple. You'd collect a bunch of idol girls and you would train them.
Now, what is that icon supposed to be? What am I? What is that? What is that? I never played this game, so protein shake. It's a water bottle. It's a gamer subs bottle with 10% off with code Skuchan, perhaps. Could be anything.
Raising their stats through lessons. You would then be able to do a number of things like customize their outfits and even spend money on cosmetics. There would also be many different minigames, including a multiplayer game mode where you can fight other players. The player with the most stats
God, that
wins.
game looks rough.
Overall, it was simple, but extremely successful. This game was earning more than 1 billion yen a month. Back then, that was...
Gentlemen, we have to create a gacha game. I'm not even kidding you. We have to, okay. What we have to do is we have to tag gamer subs or Mythic, doesn't matter, whichever company is more willing, to make a gacha game out of VTubers. Yeah, you had the formula. No, I think we need it with VTubers, and we will give them percentages, and it will be a gacha. And you can always do like new outfits. You can even make it you can do the same with Love Live. Like you can make the idols, the VTubers, sing a song together, and that will be like an event or whatnot. Scooter 2-star poll. Okay, you mother. Are you okay? Where the fuck? Okay, you. Okay. You suck my crusty sock. 2-star pull my ass. I don't think so. I don't even want to tell you about my genius idea anymore. Match.
That was around $13 million. It was revealed that more than 75% of players who got the game chose to pay for either in-game items or energy in order to play more. And according to this article, in August 2012, the game had made 9 million USD, which is more than the cost of developing the game. This game was making more money monthly than it cost to make.
I'm not gonna tell you my genius idea how you guys could become millionaires. Fine, be like that.
And all it did was just feature a bunch of idols that you trained, upped their stats, and got them different outfits. But you see, Bandai Namco is truly taking this franchise to the next level. It started as an arcade game, they made a mobile game, and they also made a manga as well as an anime that adapted that same manga. They were essentially using this franchise to build a media empire, and it was working.
Licensing would be awful. I actually don't think it would be awful. If it would be a company like GamerSubs who already has so many contacts with so many VTubers, and you could get like a cut, I think it would be doable. And you already have such a big reach. I don't even know why they would not think about it. I'm a genius. Please hire me.
Very damn well. They would continue to hire more developers to create more entries in this franchise, and the most recent release would be in 2024, so it's still doing pretty damn well. This is when Cygames would have some sort of an epiphany. Even though this was owned by Bandai Namco, they were...
Isn't Mythic doing that right now? I don't think they're making a game. They're making a comic or something, but I don't know. I am not part of that, so I don't know. In theoretical gacha game, do you make the streamers work or purely adapting the game? You wouldn't make the streamers work. Well, at first I would be like, who wants to take part of it, right? And those people would get a percentage based off of like, I don't know, how many times they get pulled or the banner, whatever. People will do the math. Maybe you could do like voicing. Those things are kind of fun. I think you could make it. It would be a lot of effort, I guess, but it would be fun.
Were the ones who made this extremely successful game. And I mean, it made sense. Why wouldn't a game like that be a success? The idol industry in Japan is probably one of the biggest, most successful industries in entertainment. It involved finding someone young with talent, absolutely destroying their lives with ridiculously rigid training, and
I can't wait for the angry Twitter people to come out and tell everyone that if you watch Japanese idols, then you're a creep. Hey, DP. You know?
Extremely unrealistic expectations, and once they get enough popularity, this is when you would milk their fans with a bunch of different media and merchandise. People will do anything for their idols. They'll literally buy a photo album of them, okay? This is why the idol industry is such a money printing machine. But here's a fun fact for you. When it comes to horse racing in the West, certain jockeys, who are the horse riders, might have fans. Sure, the horses that they ride also might have.
Ooh. Wait. Horse. I need to calm down. I'm watching the horses. I said everything I needed and all I could say out of this. I need my horses. That's what I need. Give me the horse.
Have fans. But it wasn't anything crazy. In Japan, on the other hand...
Oh my god, okay. How about you just buy me... I want the black one. I want the edgy horse.
And the horses
to make me feel better.
had fans, all right. They had their own merch. They were recognized by name. Some even had superstitions made around them. I mean, this is just a talent Japanese people have to idolize anything they like. And as much as this sounded ridiculous, there was big market potential here. Cygames had made a very successful idol game, and yet, horse racing was a deeply historical aspect of Japanese culture while also having those same idol traits. You know what else is interesting?
Is the legal mindset video any good? Is he saying anything interesting on that? About the company? I know that he made one. But... is it... no? Yeah? Nah, it's lame. If you like that stuff... oh, I'm not very good with low stuff. I want horses. That's what I want.
When it comes to entertainment, the idol industry is very profitable, sure. But one thing Japanese people love to do is gamble, baby.
Gamble? Like gun run? Oh my god, is that where the 11 million from Vshoujo went? Really? Holy shit. Wait. It might be this guy. He could be there. He could be there.
A Japanese person not knowing pachinko is like an American not knowing what a burger is. At this point, it's practically cultural. I mean, look, it goes without saying that horse racing was very popular in Japan because of the whole gambling aspect of it. And now you can gamble on a simulated horse race. It's not even real. Damn. And you place your bets on this spaceship-looking machine, bro. This looks insane.
That horse looks very fucked up. It's not even furry. It's just simply fucked up looking.
That's how much they love it. And finally, just like how idols and gambling are huge in the entertainment industry in Japan, we can't forget to talk about anime. And in the early 2000s, many artists were having the amazing idea of giving anime girls cat ears or just small animal features.
I can't relate to that. As a person who never experienced cat ears in her entire life, nope. I don't know what he's talking about. Nope.
Not to mention that there were already examples in media taking this a step further. Instead of giving them animal features, they would give them features of objects. Like how the game Azur Lane...
oh my god, it's so thick! She's so thick. It's so anatomically incorrect, but it's so thick.
Since when?
I love it. It's so good.
Has you collect these hot anime women that are meant to be World War II battleships. I'm not even joking, bro. Look, this woman's called Azuma, and she's part of the large cruiser.
Oh, she's part of the large cruiser, all right. Yep. I can tell why.
Category. She's stationed in the camp Sakura Islands. This is meant to be a battleship, bro, like an actual boat.
Yeah, she's large, all right.
You understand? And man, does she have some big cannons, let me tell you that much. So I don't know who the genius at Cygames was, bro. It could be the CEO, it could be a producer. Someone had the brilliant idea to sit everyone down and say, hey, what if we combined all these elements together, right? For the gambling, we make a gacha game. For the anthropomorphic catgirl part, we make horse girls. And for the idol part, we base them off the most famous horses in Japan, while also making them sing and dance, because why not? Now, be honest, if you were one of those people listening to this pitch, would you have signed off on this? Because it obviously sounds ridiculous, right? Most people probably wouldn't have. But Cygames had top-tier drugs in their office because you know what?
Bro, they were smoking the good shit. They were like, oh, and then the horses, they will be so cute. And we will make them sing, yeah! And you can buy fresh grass for them. It's like, hell yeah.
They said yes. They then wasted no time getting started on developing the game, revealing it for the first time on the 21st of August 2016 at the Anime Japan Expo. Excitement for this game was actually already starting to build up, and that made more people want to know more details about Musume. So on January 2017, the main content producer of
That's a good question. Are all the horses girls, or did they gender bend the horses? Are all the actual real-life horses ladies? They bend them? So what I'm hearing is that under the skirt, there might be a little bit of a surprise for me. They are both. Most of them are male. That makes it even better.
Cygames, Akihiro Ishihara was asked a bunch of different questions during an interview, and one of them was, please tell us about the development status. And he said, this game is about 25% complete. Keep that number in mind. But for now, this interview had also revealed many of the horse girl designs, as well as the famous horses they're based on. It seemed like they knew what they were doing. And they had learned their lessons with Bandai Namco. They were going the Idolmaster route, not just aiming to make one good game, they wanted to make a media empire around Musume. So just a couple months after that interview in March 2017, they released a...
If it's a mare, their accessory on their ears are on the left, but if it's a stallion, it's on the right. Oh, do they have like the little anime characters have like earrings, and that's what's indicating whether if it's a boy or a girl? Ah, that's smart. I like that.
Manga, but they weren't done yet because they wanted to adapt this manga into an anime, and were going to enlist the studio PA Works to do.
Bro, they got like, okay, we need the bestest of the best for our horse girls.
Do it. The plan was to release this anime in 2018 in parallel to the game's release. That way both would help each other, and they would start off with a strong symbiotic media empire. That was the plan, except nothing, and I mean nothing, in regards to release dates went according to plan.
Oh.
The Musume
we are so sorry. There was mismanagement with Musume. We take full responsibility. We really wanted the anime to go simultaneously along with the game. We are so sorry.
Musume Pretty Derby anime would release on April 1st, 2018. It wasn't just limited to Japan, it had a simulcast with Crunchyroll in select regions of the world. It was almost an instant success. Similarly to how people love the idea of cat girls, the idea of horse girls was also very well received. But a couple of aspects that it was...
That fucking phone, man. That long-ass phone is actually unironically killing me. I think this is the first time I see a Kemono Mimi use phone accurately. Can you imagine how long of a cell phone do you need to actually be able to use it? Like you have a flip phone, but it's basically a size of a fucking book. Nay. The phone for you, I'm struggling.
Was really praised for were one, its attention to detail, and two, its very skilled world building. But we'll get to that later. Right now, there's a more pressing concern going on. As the anime was running, the game would release 3 more teasers on April 19th. It showcased a race, a live show, and a story/training section. I can't show you those videos because they've been privated, but overall, it seemed like everything was going according.
I'm sorry. I know that anime looks cool, but these figures look so fucking horrifying. You know, like, have you ever seen it when there are the cosplayers and they just put like the anime heads onto their neck, and it's like a human body, but like this unmoving face, and it's just like, why? It's I don't know, man. It's so, I don't know. There is just something wrong, you know? Isn't this what you wanted? Eduardo. No, it looks good.
According to plan, with the game scheduled to release around the end of 2018. This would be confirmed again on July 2018, with yet another trailer showing off the game and its mechanics, announcing at the end that it was going to release at the end of 2018. As people were waiting, wondering when the game was going to come out, Cygames took their sweet time and only announced on December 15th, 2018, literally the end of the year, that Musume Pretty Derby has been delayed in order to raise the game's quality, saying that they will reveal the new release period at a later date. I mean, okay, not a big deal. I mean, it would have been nice if you told us earlier, but one delay doesn't hurt, especially if the game's going to be better for it, right? Well, the game got delayed again in 2019. And the new release date was slated to be in 2020. Now, Cyber Agent is a publicly listed company, and just like any publicly listed company, they would have shareholder meetings. So in their third quarter shareholder meeting in 2020, they re-emphasized to their investors that Musume Pretty Derby was going to be released in 2020.
Oh shit, didn't they say it's gonna be released in 2018? How did they slide for 2 years? My goodness.
Confirming that fact. Just a couple of months earlier, in May 2020.
Oh my god, is that gun run? Is he stealing the money from the horses? I can't believe it.
The managing director of Cygames confirmed yet again that Musume Pretty Derby was releasing in 2020. But then we got to December.
Don't let him. We need the money for the horses. Yeah, we need the money for the horses.
2020, and the game was nowhere to be found. But yet again, in the final shareholder meeting of the year on December 12th, investors would be told that this game is still on track to release in 2020, but there were 2 weeks left in the year. It was safe to say that after previous delays, people weren't just thinking, oh, this game's going to be delayed again. They were also thinking, is this game ever going to release? How can you say in an interview in the beginning of 2017 that the game's almost 25% done with a 2018 release date, and yet here we are 2 years later, barely able to make the release? Usually this means that the game has no direction, that Cygames is dealing with an internal disaster. And what really reinforced this narrative is the fact that the game didn't even come out in 2020. We had reached 2021 and the game still had not released yet.
It's so funny to hear about this considering how big of a success this become. Like right now, everyone and their mother is like playing this game and everyone loves it. As to hear that they were like in quite a load of pickle, you know, that's crazy. I am so happy, finally. A happy ending, a good story. This is what I am here for.
It was only on February 24th, 2021 that the game had finally released in Japan. And while it was cool that the game had finally come out, people didn't really know whether to be excited or worried, especially with how Cyberpunk...
Oh yeah, no, we don't need to compare Cyberpunk. God. That was a rough fucking release, wasn't it? I have no idea what they were thinking. They patched it up so well though, so I can't be mad at it anymore. It became one of my favorite games right now.
Cyberpunk 2077 had released just a couple months earlier, and even though it's been delayed multiple times, had one of the worst launches in history. But you know what? As hard as it was to believe, this was not the case with Musume Pretty Derby. People were so addicted to the damn thing, they couldn't stop playing. The gameplay loop definitely took inspiration from their work on Idolmaster. Your horses, or horse anime girls, would have 5 different stats that you would train them on. You'd also have many different minigames and many ways to interact with your roster. You would then have your horse, or horse girl, race, competing against others in a bid to win first place.
When you compete, do you compete against like AI, or do you compete against your other horses, or do you compete against other players? It's AI? So you only have one character that runs and the rest of it, then what makes you win? Like, can't the AI whip up always a better horse than you do? AI and PvP, but historically accurate? Your horse girls in their stable, the RNG, there are different game modes. You trained a girl you wanted to win. Skill RNG can fuck you or you can get blocked in. It sounds a little bit hard to win, man.
These races would make your heart beat like crazy because there was always a chance that one of the horse girls could use a special ability, including your own, like you're seeing right here. You could be losing a race, and then your horse will all by themselves decide to do this in order to win. It just depends on their mood and how you've treated them. One could even say that this was more...
Oh my god, they are literally women. It depends on their fucking mood whether they want to sprint it or not. Oh man. Is this like a preparation for you guys to become husbands? Is this what it is? It's that you have to learn how to treat. Oh my! It's the Japanese propaganda. Get it? Because the birth rates are plummeting, so that they're teaching the boys to feed your female, be kind to her, brush her hair, spoil her, and then she will pull this amazing move out of her bum, and she will win the entire race. That's so fucking smart. Oh my god, this is a Japanese propaganda for you guys to become amazing husbands. Oh my god, I figured it out. Yeah, I figured it out. That's it. It's a propaganda for you guys.
Exciting than IRL horse racing thanks to all these factors.
Yeah, but Shinzo Abe's final move, he was like, please, make the horse game. And then he passed. Bless his heart. Oh my god.
Game wasn't over with just one horse girl. Eventually that horse girl would retire, just like IRL horses, kicking off the inheritance mechanic just like real life. Here's an example. This is the family tree of the very famous horse, Goldchip. As you can see, this is probably more complex than my own family tree, and I'm a human.
That's all I'm seeing, is that the horse got laid more often than I did. That's all I see. What the fuck am I looking at?
It rivals the family tree of like some royalty from the 1600s or something. This is all done with the goal of creating the most genetically engineered monster that can dominate any race. And that's what you kind of do in Uma Musume as well. The hard work that you put into your now retired horse girl can now be incorporated into your new horse girl by using her as one of her coaches. So in a way, you also become more of a genetic scientist and try to create the perfect horse girl after many different runs. This gameplay loop was so addicting, it was like playing a civilization game, screaming one more turn as the police is confiscating your phone from you because you—
No, please, I can't get addicted to it. Please, I barely have free time. I have so much work to do, but this sounds so fucking interesting.
you haven't eaten in 3 days. People couldn't stop playing it. But as this game became so popular in Japan, it started somewhat suffering from success, you could say. You see, usually the people who own some of the best racehorses in the world—
Bro, I will start playing it, and then you give me a month or two and I'm going to be horse betting live on stream. I'm going to be the XQC of horse races. And we're just going to be like, go, 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 go. No, I lost 10 million. No. Jesus Christ.
Come on, Squid. The horse girls are waiting for you with open arms.
Listen, do I really need a pension? Honestly, I always put every month a little bit of money into my pension fund. Do I really need it? Do I really need to pay my rent? You know?
happen to be some very wealthy and successful people.
I could triple my pen. Oh my god, if I would start betting and I would bet on the right horse, I could have even more pension. What you think? Should we do it? Lads, is it in the budget?
Seeing that Uma Musume's character...
I could have a golden horse! I could sit there. Someone Photoshop my head onto this. This could be me. Oh my god, that's my future. I'm so feeling it.
...are based on real-life horses. They had to go and ask each of these owners their permission to have them in the game. The owners agreed to do that free of charge, not charging any money. This was seen as a very cool and kind gesture from them. But here's the thing, these weren't just horses, these were anime girls that were in many cases pretty. And usually when you present Japan with a pretty anime...
Ooh, Western developer could never relate to that. You would ask Western developer to make those horses? Oof. 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 Bald. All of them bald. Yeah, they all would just love each other and hate the trainers. And say that they can achieve their goals without the trainers so much easier. Yeah.
Anime girl, they will instinctively almost want to draw some pretty lewd fan art. That was a problem. Cygames knew it was a problem, so they created very specific fan-created content guidelines, outlining rules, saying you can't make...
So if you're telling me that if I would go to Rule 34 right now, and I would type in Uma Musume, there would nothing pop up, hypothetically. Right? Around 11k plus images? Western people started drawing them.
Fan art with the intent to injure the reputation of this franchise or other third parties. You can't do any loot stuff, you can't do any violent stuff. The owners of these horses did not want to see their horses participate in anything like that. It was a...
Bro, okay. Your horse fucked 500 other horses and has 500 kids, but one little bit of cutesy little lewd action is too much? You have literally a horde of a horse. But just having a little bit of romance in the picture is a no-no. I'm smelling a little bit of hypocrisy over this.
Red line for them, but that didn't necessarily make people want to listen. Now, of course, usually if you were to break these rules, Cygames would just send you a takedown notice and sue you if you don't comply. But of course, this would be too boring for a franchise like Musume. So some people came up with a rumor that now is regarded as truth in many different circles and has spread like wildfire. If
they will just send the fucking horse to your door and it will take the largest shit at your doorstep. And every time you wake up, it will be just there and you will never see the horse. And you will have to deal with that with like a year.
If you draw any lewd art of Musume girls, the Yakuza will knock on your door and hurt you. Okay, so as far as I can tell, this all started with this stupid tweet. A Japanese person tweeted this out, saying, "The reason why Japanese artists can't draw Musume porno art is that Musume is based on real racehorses and their owners are like mafia bosses who control the Japanese economy and we don't want to offend them." This was tweeted on March 11th, 2021, so very shortly after the game released. Now, I don't know how much attention this initial tweet got, but what really brought attention to this was the second tweet this person would make, saying, "Please retweet as much as you can for people overseas." It included that original tweet and another image, with that person saying, "The content of the tweet and the image is complete bullshit. It is a falsehood that amounts to defamation of the racehorse owners. I have insulted the owners of racehorses and other people involved in horse racing, as well as the staff of the Musume project. Racehorse owners are people who are sincerely committed to the culture of horse racing. They are not involved in antisocial organizations. In addition, I tried to make..."
If it's a mafia, shouldn't it count as a social organization instead of an anti-social because they work in a team?
Overseas artists complicit in the prohibition of secondary works that significantly worsen the image of the project, which is clearly stated in the official guidelines. This is all due to my short-sightedness and arrogance. I would like to express my deepest apologies to everyone involved and to all those who have supported me.
Actually got him. Dude, the Man in Black Yakuza just turned up at his home and they just watched him type it. They just like put a firm hand onto his shoulder and they were just like, "We just really need you to type this." Okay? Like no biggie, but you just really need to type this, okay? And send it enter, okay?
So this apology was definitely overkill to the initial tweet. It was clearly like some kind of a joke, I guess. It was almost like this person had, I don't know, murdered someone. This made people assume that this person got caught by the Yakuza and forced, right, at gunpoint to make this apology, because that's what it sounds like. As you can see here, the top comment is, "So they found you?" And the person said, "No, it's not. It's just that I made the wrong statement."
Yeah, blink twice if they found you.
Someone else said, "I'm guessing they gave you a call," to which this person said, "No, it doesn't." Someone said, "I'm sorry to hear that the racehorse mafia got to you. Had no idea Japan even had such an intense culture of racehorsing, let alone one run by gangsters." Then that person replied with, "Please don't tell us such bullshit."
Dude, the fucking Yakuza has his phone, okay? This is not the guy anymore. They stole his phone and now they are replying to that. Please don't type. Doesn't it sound like something a Yakuza dude would say? I'm not saying it was. I'm just saying he might not have access to his Twitter anymore.
This person was so easy to troll. And this eventually got posted on Reddit, ironically saying, "Turns out old-fashioned Yakuza are alive and well in Japanese horse racing industry. They are sending goons to stop doujin artists from making
Goons? My mind is rotten.
drawings of Uma Musume project characters. All of these events have resulted in this becoming a full-fledged meme. Whenever someone mentions, man, I'd love to draw these characters in lewd poses, someone always comes in and comments, hey man, you don't want to do that, the Yakuza's gonna get you. And while it's funny,
they come over here to threaten to come on you. I don't want that. You know what? I will not draw Uma Musume then.
It's gotten a lot of people to actually believe it, especially overseas. But the truth is that Yakuza doesn't own any of the horses and that gambling is heavily regulated by the JRA.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that the Yakuza cannot have one of their Oshis as the horse. They still have feelings, and maybe they were like, oh man, the Urahara, or what's her name, she's so cute, I'm gonna buy her some fresh grass.
The Japanese Racing Association. So no, if you draw lewd art, the Yakuza aren't going to knock on your door, but you might get a DMCA notice from a lawyer. But regardless, Yakuza hiccups aside, this game...
I would like a few blocks of this. Cut, please. Straight into my back. If that's alright. Yeah? Same. Yeah, I wouldn't say no to it. Can you imagine? They would be like, how much would you like? Would you like 1 stack or 2 stack? Maybe you want to take off 4 of them? Let us know.
Game was making bank. In 2021 alone, even though they released 1 month after the year had began in February, they had made over $1 billion. And by March 2025, they had made a total of $2.5 billion since release. This is an insane amount of money, but what's even more insane is that 90% or more of its revenue came purely from Japan. Cygames had the Japanese population in its chokehold. And as I mentioned, these weren't just young adults. There would be endless stories of people going on the metro, going to a restaurant, going outside, and seeing someone way older than them or way younger than them playing this game on their phone. It became cultural. But here's the thing, Japan, even though open to the rest of the world, still has a very particular market. Just because something is successful there does not mean in any way that it'll be successful anywhere else, especially when it comes to the top.
I still don't understand, how did they do it? How did they charm all of you? How did they brainwash all of you into being obsessed with these horses? What is this in? What's in it? Crack? Sorcery? They cute? They are cute, but like, oh man, how did they do it?
Of gacha games. So when it came to finally launching the game globally on June 26, 2025, more than 4 years after launching it in Japan, people didn't really know what to expect. It was reasonable to think that it was going to just die out in a few months, with Japan continuing to be its main revenue source. Except what it did was inconceivable. It was absolutely dominating the Steam charts. As you saw in the intro, it became the #1 most downloaded game on Steam at some point, also becoming an instant success on mobile. But what's really interesting here is that it managed to recreate exactly what happened in Japan, but globally, which was not having a target demographic, reaching everyone equally. Here's a fun example. Northern Lion is a streamer who's 36 years old. He would not in any way be the target demographic of a game like Uma Musume Pretty Derby. No way in hell. But his chat kept pestering him, please download the game, give it a shot, for the love.
Is this what you guys are trying to make me? You want me to be bald, horse lover, Canadian, out of all the things?
Oh God, you'll love it. And eventually, he gave in. Now, Northern Lion is a pretty big streamer. He'll usually average around 15,000 viewers. But when he streamed Uma Musume, he had reached his all-time peak of 40,000 live viewers. And you know what the craziest part is? He absolutely loved it, okay? He fell in love with the game, the characters, everything. He even had Japanese players seeing some of the reactions from Western players thinking, wow, we gotta up our game because these guys are way more passionate than us. Look at this.
Come on, Gold Ship, put it into high gear. I need all you got right now. The Kentucky Derby's on the line.
Why is he spanking himself? What? Does that help? Does that inspire the horse girlies to make the ult?
Come on!
It was, with no exaggeration, taking over the entire internet. And it showed in the stock price of Cyber Agent, the parent company of Cygames, with its stock market price going up like crazy. But why is that? How is this game?
Oh my god, dude, I have to check. Wait. Let me just check. Stream. Wait, what is it? StreamDB. I always forget StreamDB. StreamDB. Musume. Pretty Derby, right? This is us. How are we doing? Oh my, there's still 40k people. It still looks so good. Max, look at that, dude. Okay, I know it goes down a little bit, but it's still so consistent. That's crazy consistent. Oh, and many more on phone. Oh my god. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. I have such a hard time. I get addicted easily.
Such a success, so highly rated, both in Japan and overseas. We've established that the gameplay loop is fun, sure, but there are a lot of games like that. This isn't just a game at this point, it's a cultural phenomenon. So what was something that it did that other games weren't even close to achieving? Well, the horses.
I know that there are horse girls. I'm not into that. I watched a few videos, but it's not really my cup of tea, honestly. No.
Alright, so remember how I mentioned that this game's anime was praised for having immense attention to detail and world building? Well, the game was very similar in that regard too. Seeing that all these anime horse girls were based on real life horses...
Is this what you're talking about? That they have like a ribbon on their ears? And if they have like a little dingo dango, then they are... Like these are the boys and these are like the girls? Ah...
I do wish they had better compensation with the rushed banners, like what JP got with the normal banner time frames.
Yeah. So are these ones the boys and this one is the girl? Like, I see more of the left side, so I'm going to... Right is the boy? Right, I'm very bad with okay, let's count it as first and second ear. Okay, I'm very bad with directions. So if it's the first ear, then it's a girl, and if it's the second, I don't care, first or second. The first is the boy, and the second is the girl. Okay.
Cygames did their homework and examined every single horse and its very specific personality, incorporating all these aspects into their anime character. But that's not all. When it comes to the world of Musume, many things in there were based on real-life locations, like racetracks and areas around it. We're talking anything from train stations to the convenience store where the horse girls buy their carrots. This wasn't just attention to detail, this was making landmarks out of IRL locations and attributing important history to them. Additionally, this world wasn't just made in like one evening. It made sense, and that's because its world building was very well made. Horse girls in this world are seen as a different type of species. They're treated as well as humans, there's no discrimination, and instead they have a real place in this world. With certain gadgets, for example, made specifically for them. Look at this extremely long phone. It's to accommodate her horse ear and her mouth. I mean, look at this stupid...
The chair has a horse tail hole. Oh. Nice. I guarantee you there were at least 1 or 2 human guys using that hole for something else, but nice.
Its seat right here. It's made specifically for horse girls so that they don't get uncomfortable with their tails. There's even historical landmarks in the anime, like how there are Moai statues on Easter Island with horse girls. They even took famous Japanese horse racing paintings and converted them to accommodate the world. As you can see, these are horse girls racing here. So from a world point of view, this already made sense. The attention to detail was there. And so when it came to the actual personalities of each horse, guys, they couldn't have done a better job. For example, one of the most famous horses in Japanese racehorsing history is Goldship. This is a horse who ran...
Okay, he is the biggest hoe. You guys said that he has like 3... How many children? Like 500? 300 kids? Yeah, that's a lot of ooga booga.
28 races and won 13 times. An incredible record. But what really made Goldship famous is that he was an absolute diva with the ridiculously unique and rage-baiting personality. In 2015, Goldship had a total of 12 billion yen betted on him. People were confident that he would win just like he won his other races. What we got instead was the day known as the 12 billion yen incident, when he would do this. Watch.
What?
He would simply refuse to race. Everyone would go except him. He didn't care. He just didn't feel like it, and so he didn't race, losing people 12 billion yen in bets. Now, this is how Gold Chip would look in the game and in general in the Uma Musume universe. They would recreate the same incident in the anime series. Watch.
Okay.
And just
That's so smart. Oh my god. That's actually so freaking smart.
so you know, they brought back the same exact woman who was casting that day to voice in the anime. Guys, the attention to detail is ridiculous. So seeing that Gold Chip was an absolute diva, yet at the same time very skilled, Cygames made sure to incorporate that into Uma Musume Pretty Derby. She'd be very skilled, very talented, and yet would have crazy mood swings, refusing to train, and sometimes, even though having the best stats, would just refuse to race, like they're not giving a single shit.
What the fuck? What is this? Wait, hold. Can you imagine losing that much money because you have a moody ass horse? And he was just like, no.
This eccentric personality would so accurately be translated into the game that it would create a new overseas fan club for this IRL horse. I mean, look at this. This is a video of Gold Chip in retirement. Literally
What?
just hanging out. It has over 2.2 million views. This is just a horse hanging out for 2 minutes, not doing anything except fooling around. That's how much of a sensation he became because of this game and his history. I mean, look, most people would have just stopped there and moved on to a different topic, but not with me, you won't. Gold Chip's personality wouldn't just end with him being a diva. He would also be one of the most successful breeders, with a successful mating rate of 99.1%, having over
That's a very fertile horse. God damn. That's yeah, that's a boy. Breeding is a passion. Yeah, he's definitely a lover, not a fighter. He's a sassy gentonia. What a whore. Hey, it's oh no. I wanted to say that he's not a whore because he would have to be paid for it, but you're right. He must have been paid for it because they usually pay for the horse hookah. Oh my god. He's a hoe. What the fuck?
500 children, with a few of them becoming absolute champions. In fact, according to some staff, after he would finish mating with a mare, she would then refuse to mate with anyone else but...
Bro, dick so good she can't fuck anyone else. She got addicted. Oh my god. Dude, the mayor's getting it done and it's like, oh my god, I will never forget it. The way he did it, all the 5 minutes, no one can compare. Literally no one. Yeah, man, dude, wow. Now, I'm not gonna say that I'm jealous because that would sound very weird. I'm just going to say that I'm very happy for the lady horses who could get the Gold Chip dick, I suppose. Yeah, best 16 seconds of their life.
Gold Chip, that's just how good he is, man. But I guess it also explains why he enjoyed it so much. He would swing his cucumber from side to side because of how excited he was, okay? I know this is like a ridiculous amount of detail, but people look into...
Yeah, it might be a little bit TMI, but good for him. Very nice. Yeah.
That's how obsessed they are with Gold Chip. This isn't just because he was skilled or a massive diva. He was a rage baiter. Like the whole 12 billion yen incident, but also the fact that his trainers realized that, wait a second, in his retirement, he's running even faster than he used to run back when he was still a racehorse, making them realize that he never used his full potential while being a racehorse.
Bitch, what the fuck? Oh,
Fun fact,
man.
Gold Ship was supposed to breed with another mare called Gentle Donna, but he found her way too intimate, so he doesn't want. He was scared.
What? What? Also, how did they know? Oh my god, how did they... This fucking... Do you know what this is? I almost called it a dog. He's a little shit. That's what he is. He's just like, tee-hee, you want me to run? Yeah, I don't think so.
Almost as if on purpose to spite his trainers. This made people realize that horses aren't just creatures that we share a special connection with.
No, they are little shits that we could have also arguments with if we would want to. I'm not sure if I ever wanted to know horses to this emotional level, you know?
They also have many unique and diverse personalities. Most people have a hard time seeing that though, because we don't really interact with horses that much anymore. So turning them into anime horse girls with proper world building around them made us finally appreciate their very deep and valuable personalities. And no one received more appreciation than the horse Haru Urara. You see, when she was young, she would go unsold at an auction. Seeing that no one wanted to buy her, she was entrusted to the cheapest racecourse to run in Japan. Her trainers thought that this would be a good chance for her to maybe win.
That's why she's pink, because she's a lady. She has... Oh my god, she is very cute. Unironically, that's very cute. Look at her. She's cutesy. She has the pink. She's ready. She's ready to slay.
And she had a hard time training. But then she went on to lose 113 races in a row, never winning once.
Wait, so she's... I thought this is gonna be a wholesome story where it's like, oh, she was so cheap, they sold her away, but then she won every race and they're everyone's hearts. Oh. What do you mean she's glued now? You don't say that. What the fuck? I'm gonna guess that she didn't sire 500 kids. I guess... Oh. Oh no. She's the winner of our hearts? Oh.
However, when she had lost her 87th race in a row, the race announcer, Koji Hashiguchi, would be absolutely shocked at this statistic. He was like, dude, this like never happens. Most horses would have given up by now. They would have retired. So he sent her racing record to national media outlets thinking, dude, this is insane. Like, you gotta talk about this. And they did, which made her ridiculously famous. People started...
Wait, what? What did make her famous? That she didn't want to retire? She never gave up? Well, I mean, it's a horse. How does a horse gives up? She was a loser, yeah, but like... What, like... She was just always running. They would be sad too. What do you mean? I don't know, man. I don't have horses.
Going in droves to where she raced, the Kochi race course. The wives of the jockeys, the people who rode the horses, took advantage of this and started making merchandise. And get this, at a certain point, people would go to this race course just to bet on Haru Urara, knowing very well that they were going to lose, but they would love that because then they'd use that betting ticket as a protective charm for car accidents.
Aww, why is this so wholesome? I hate it. It's a freaking horse. Why? Why is humanity like this? Why are we idolizing a hoshi? That's the word between a horse and an oshi. That's the oshi. That's is Joe. She's your hoshi. What the fuck, man? I can't speak. It's too wholesome. I can't speak. I'm sorry. It's too cute.
They believed that it held special powers, bro. You
No. Ayo. It's not wholesome. It's horsome. Horsome. Or horsome. Horse. No, wait. Horsome. Horse? Yeah, horsesome. There you go.
Understand what I'm talking about here? This horse had superstitions made around it. I mean, this was such a big boom that Haru Urara had single-handedly saved the Kochi racecourse from going bankrupt. They were able to pay off all their debts thanks to her. And today, as you can see, Haru Urara is painted on the side here. That's how much of a legend she is. Seeing that she's in the game of Uma Musume Pretty Derby, this prompted both Japanese and global players to select her to try and give her the win that she so very deserved in real life, making her one of the most popular characters in the game. This renewed attention from the global audience with their love for Haru Urara eventually allowed them to find out that they can send gifts to her in her retirement because she's still—
Oh no, I heard about this. Didn't they send her like accidentally like a buttload amount of grass or something? I saw like random fan arts. That she just like has like so much.
Alive. They could send her some premium ryegrass.
Okay, not accidentally, but still a lot of grass. What counts as premium grass?
Directly. They sent 2.7 tons of ryegrass. Usually one person could buy $40 worth, which is 5 kilograms. But people crashed the donation website, and now we're sitting at 2.7 tons. This is an image of this little cutie receiving her gifts, and it's prompted people to draw fan art of this phenomenon. I mean, look at how much ryegrass is in front of her. She has enough food until the end times. 2.7 tons, you're insane! In fact, thanks to this game and its renewed attention on these horses and their accomplishments, many of them, who are now in retirement, are receiving many donations.
That's so nice. Like, after retirement, they don't have to become glue. They can actually just vibe and, like, enjoy their life and whatnot.
Able to fully enjoy their older years. This is because this game didn't just make a lot of money and renew interest in horse racing, but it has single-handedly revitalized the entire horse racing industry globally, specifically in Japan. In the world of horse racing, sometimes, unfortunately, racehorses are not able to retire. This can happen for a number of reasons.
Surely they don't eat racing horses just like that? No? Right? No? They do? No? Aww.
Reasons, but usually it's because there's not enough funding. Back when this game released in Japan, it fueled a movement of people donating to many of these famous retired horses, ensuring that they not only live a good life, but that they can continue to live in general. But retirement isn't fun if you just have money. It's also nice when you meet people, when you still interact socially.
No.
Many of these retired racers—
Dude, did they like braid the horse's hair? It has like little curls or something. Like the mane is like— she gets like the mani-pedi, the hairdresser, little massage, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Damn, they're living a better life than I do. Jesus Christ.
It isn't fun if you just have money. It's also nice when you meet people, when you still interact socially. Many of these retired racehorses started receiving visitors, so much so that Uma Musume had to release an official guideline on how to visit stables and what to do in order to be respectful. For famous horses such as Haru Urara or Goldship, visits sell out immediately as soon as they're posted. This has led some crazy, ridiculous fans to sneak onto the stable grounds sometimes just to see the horses, with Cygames completely denouncing that and saying you shouldn't do that, stop. But that wasn't all. Cygames was making a lot of money from this game, and they understood that there's a mutual benefit here. If horse racing thrives, they thrive too. And so the president of cyber agents, Susumu Fujita, has become a high roller when it comes to buying expensive horses and raising them for races, always being one of the leading buyers when it comes to horse auctions in Japan. So far, he has spent easily over $10 million making up his own fleet of racehorses, and he's not planning on stopping anytime soon. Damn. But this isn't just about Japan. This is about horse racing globally. In May of this year, they had
races.
Yep. We are definitely not getting involved and addicted.
Announced a partnership
Just
with
browsing.
the 151st Kentucky Derby, the
Just
most
browsing.
watched and most attended horse race in the United States, taking place since the year 1875. And you had this anime girl horse racing game being their biggest sponsor. This also extends to Paris. As you saw in the intro, they're not just sponsoring the
I like the one with the hat. She's very cute.
Grand Prix de Paris, but they're the main sponsor. And I mean, look, if you show me an image
Look at it. She's so fashionable. Who is she? I want the yandere chick. That's you. Which one is the yandere chick? I have to learn her name.
Of horse racing, I probably would think, oh,
Horse.
cool. But if I was a young person and saw a poster like this, I think, whoa, whatever this is, I want this. Where can I get tickets? It's an extremely mutually beneficial partnership. Additionally, racehorsing merch.
Look, it's so cute. You can buy horse plushies. Dude, I know that it's their harness, but he looks like a little BDSM horse. He's like, I am ferocious, and I'm gonna be topping you tonight. I just cannot not think about it. he's ready to be whipped and to whip. That's what he wants. Ah, so cursed. It's cute, but it's so cursed.
Merchandise has had a boom in Japan ever since the game had come out, truly turning this into an animal idol industry. These dolls, for example, they sell out like crazy. It's actually very hard to get them, especially if you're outside of Asia. Actually, I think they're keychains, but you get the point. Side Games was essentially making a lot of money from this, but they were using it for good things, making this industry a better place, helping treat.
Whoa, a company spending money on actually something positive? Oh, no. I'm not. What? I am not sure if I'm willing to believe this. I am. I don't know. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Unheard of. Yeah, in 2025.
Retired horses even better, and in general being a positive force in the community. This reminds me how at some point Hoyoverse, the creators of Genshin Impact, had invested in a nuclear fusion reactor, and in 2024 it became operational. Who would have thought that you spending money on characters in a gacha game was going to end up somehow in a nuclear fusion reactor?
It's kind of random, but I at least listen, at least you see where the money goes, okay? Sometimes you don't even get that lucky that you see where the money goes. But I guess your Genshin Impact splurging built a nuclear reactor. That's kind of nice. McLeod generates electricity? True. Must be true.
Reactor in Singapore. Overall, this industry is revived. It's back. Audiences now feature women, young people, middle-aged people, demographics that horse racing usually wouldn't be able to reach. This has already been happening in Japan, and I'm sure it'll start happening globally thanks to this game. I can't help but laugh when I say this, but it's true. This anime girl horse racing gacha game has somehow been able to single-handedly revive this entire sport while somehow making the world a better place. It's crazy, but it's where we are today.
It's so wholesome. It's so cute.
I hope I was able to explain why this game took over the world and why it's continuing to. And I really appreciate you watching until the end. This is a fairly different video from what I usually do on my channel, but hey, I figured it would be fun. Now the sponsor does want me to end this video with a message. So before I'll do that, I'll thank you again, say that I love you, and mwah, see you next.
No, you cannot get a kiss from him. You only get it from me. Mwah. Also, gamer subs. We love you, Mujin, but we cannot lose the more people to War Thunder. They are addicted to the horses. Only the horses. The horses. Saddle up, screw. Ah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm strong enough. I'm not sure if I'm strong enough. This was good. I like this one. This was a good video. I can't believe that all of you are so addicted to the horses. This horse get. Whoa! Did you just say horse girls are better than cat girls? Hmm. Yeah. Let him know, okay? You go and you let him know that he is wrong and that he is going straight to Gulag just for that. Catgirls are overrated. I am putting you straight to the Gulag too. Okay? All of you. All of you straight to the Gulag. Maj.
Scoo, look on the bright side.
Yeah?
If you do get addicted to the horse girls, you can play it on stream so it counts as work. Think.
Do you think so?